there. Welcome to Hourglass Workshops and Conversations with Nancy and Cherryll. I'm Nancy Burns. I'm an acupuncturist in Los Gatos, California.
And I'm Cherryll CV. I'm a writer and a blogger in Los Gatos, California. Also, today we've been talking about a luncheon that we had recently. And Nancy, why don't you share your story?
Yeah, last Friday we had our monthly Hourglass luncheon, and we always throw out a topic for everybody to introduce themselves and then talk about this topic. So our topic was, what is your best or worst vacation or travel experience? You know, we heard great stories. It was really fun. But a couple of the people indicated that they were just not going to share. They didn't have anything interesting to say. And with a little more prodding, we found out they were super interesting people. I mean, really interesting. And all it did for me is make me want to know more. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I think so too. And I was curious as to kind of why they didn't want to share. And I think basically her answer, I talked with her later, and she basically said, I don't think I have anything of any value to add to this conversation. And she did have value, and I think and I think it uplifted the whole group. She felt more connected to the group.
Yeah.
And we got to know her better.
Yeah, and I think that's the whole thing. And when you find out, I think in talking about yourself and listening to other people talk about their experiences, you find out that we all pretty much have the same kind of experiences. Mm-hmm. Maybe not identical, but we all have traveled here or there. We've all had good times. We've all had big cogs in the works, happen. And how one deals with it is really actually very interesting, because everybody mm-hmm. deals with things differently,
Right.
Although I have to say everybody was pretty upbeat and really fun about.
Well, and I think one of the things it spoke to was the fact that the stories that were, because we asked, what is your best experience? And of course, people have lots of experiences, and over time, even your worst experience becomes one of your best stories.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? Yeah.
And you're able to laugh about it. The trick is, of course, is when you're going through a difficult time to be able to laugh about it, if you can,
yeah.
or at least find some humor in it. But I think, and also to your point is that, most all of us have had similar, if not the same experiences. And it speaks to that the personal really is the universal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And so are our insecurities,
right?
Our joys, our sadness, all of the things that we experience being human are universal.
Right.
And I think getting in together in a group and hearing everybody share, it becomes very much more apparent that we're really not that different.
Right. Right.
I loved our luncheon this last Friday. We do it the last Friday of every month. And if you're in the area or willing to drive to the area, let us know. We'll put you on the list for the luncheon, because it's a great group of women, mm-hmm. and there's no agenda. It's just come, order lunch, have a cocktail or not, and get to know some new people.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And, and as people have become a little more open, we've just had some really good conversations. Everyone goes away feeling that their heart's nourished, and they've learned a little about someone else, and they've learned a little about themselves, and they've connected at a deeper level.
Right.
And I think that's one of the values of sharing experiences and things that maybe didn't go so well, or that you're feeling a little bit vulnerable about, is that it does connect you at a deeper level with people.
Well, it kind of gives you another dimension. Instead of just being this flat character that someone looks at, mm-hmm. you become multi-dimensional, mm-hmm. and it makes you far more interesting. And, when we share things like that, it's a little bit of a vulnerability, because you never know if people are going to like your story or not, mm-hmm. But it makes you very much more approachable.
Right. Well, and I think that there's a sense of wanting to connect. I find that, with people that choose to be that very kind of not flat isn't quite the right word that I'm looking for, but that guarded way, and not share kind of more the deeper levels at times. And I'm not talking about bearing your soul all the time, but kind of the deep, what are you feeling? What are you thinking about? That it makes me less inclined to want to share things at a more personal level as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well,
so go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, that's pretty much it, you know?
Yeah. So if you're feeling like what you have isn't particularly interesting, trust me, it is.
Yeah.
and it does spur on a good conversation. You will feel better for doing so. And who knows, you might make a deeper, closer friendship.
Yeah. For
So
sure.
until next time, go out, be bold, have great conversations, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.
Bye-bye.